Today morning, we spoke about yoga asanas, which are inversion in nature. The asanas which are upside down, and how interesting their role in our spiritual journeys. Um, Asanas, we saw that it deals with our inner energy system. It takes care of not only the physical body, but even the energy body is being taken care of. So precisely in the same way, each kinds of asana, they basically help a different aspect of our spiritual energy and spiritual inner bodies. We walk with our head above the ground, head on top. But in inversion, we keep the head down and the legs up. And it basically is a tricky asana if you are a yoga practitioner. Most of us learn it, but delicately. And if you have done it, then you know that when you start it, how scary it is for some of us. It's scary because many of us fall down when we do it, and then we lose balance and we fall down. So on a funny side, I feel the practice session for this inversion asanas gives you the maximum concentration, because you are at that point of time when you do it first time, you are mortally so afraid of falling down that your whole focus is on every part of you, every movement. So learning this is very, very interesting because, like when we are upside down, on the physical side, what happens is the blood flow gets reversed. And because of the gravity, blood that are not moving, stale, or which basically doesn't move as much as we would like to, is stationary in your legs. And they start moving downward, because when we stand upside down, because of the gravity, it happens. And so our lower part of the body becomes more healthy. And on another plane, when we look at it, usually because our head is higher than heart, we become more, let us say, we act and behave more from our intellectual space. Because brain is what intellect is all about. And heart is what intuition is all about. But when we regularly practice inversion yoga asanas, there is a tendency to reverse this. Your heart becomes higher than the head, and then we tend to become more intuitive. And because of the gravitational flow, blood also flows more to our brain. And in the physical third eye, called the pineal gland, that gets activated. That gland gets activated, and that is very, very spiritual in nature. So a lot of benefits when we do inversion asanas. All asanas are to be practiced. Asanas for your hips, for twisting your spinal cord and activating other parts of the body. Different asanas are there. All of them are required. But this is very, very important. Probably that is why headstand, or the Shirshasana, is called the king of asanas. And Sarvangasana is called the queen of asanas. So these two, in fact, you would have seen children, whenever they're playing, they would go upside down and they would start giggling. So, but as we grow up, we start pouting more, more serious. So maybe whatever be the age, we all should try to do this aspect more often. Probably bring the child in us. There is a question. We'll take that question and then we'll move forward. Question is from Gayatri. Been so many days I'm meditating with you, still thoughts come and go. Well, Gayatri, you can talk to anybody sitting here, and they will all agree with you. And that is the way how it is. It is not that we all have a idea about how an ideal meditation should be. When we meditate, it's like suddenly an empty mind, and we go into another world and a lot of light. So these are the imageries that we have built on meditation and how it sort of would be. But it is a journey. We call this an inner journey, and journey means moving from one space into another space. And there is a distance that we have to travel, and there is a time that it takes also. So our goal is to reach a space where we are totally empty. So, but as we are doing, I'm sure we are all getting glimpses of where we are going. We may be meditating for 20 minutes or 21 minutes, but within that time, all of us are experiencing, at least for a second, an empty mind. So that is the way how it will be. It is like a constant universal law that when we stay in our attention on any one thing, focus will become on that single thing initially, and then even that thing will drop out. So here we are observing either the light or the breath, and then what happens is initially it will come to that breath, and then even breath will disappear, and then our mind will become empty. But because of the training that we have given to our own mind, it takes a lot of time for us to get out of that training, the training of thinking all the time. So what we are trying to do is de-learn what we learned earlier, to set our mind at rest, to not to start thinking about anything based on any input that comes from outside. So thoughts will be there. Thoughts, so normal people are not even aware there are thoughts. You are aware. That means you are a couple of steps ahead of them, because you became aware that there are thoughts in your mind. Most people don't even acknowledge the presence of their mind and what is going on in their mind. So as we go forward, this density of thoughts would come down. But the beautiful thing about meditation is that at the end of the meditation, we all feel energized. And that energization happens because in between there are lots and lots of periods where there are no thoughts. Some of them we become aware. Many of them we are not even aware, but it is happening. It is during that time that energy enters. And that is how we learn to become more calm and more settled in life. So thoughts being there, do not go into a guilt trip. It is normal. So let us start meditating now. Let us meditate on the light, on our source light, on Atma Jyoti. And how we meditate is by observing the light inside our heart. When we close our eyes, when we start looking into our heart, we visualize a speck of golden light. And we stay there, and then I'll guide you more there. Whenever you are, just clasp your hands finger to finger, keep it on your lap, cross your feet at your ankle if you're on a chair, otherwise sit in Sukhasana. Close your eyes and start looking inward. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Adjust your body if you need to. Just look inward into your heart space. Look inside your heart. When you look you will see a speck of light, golden in color, shining bright. Imagine, visualize, see this speck of light. That is you the Atma, you the soul. Keep observing, keep watching. When you look inside your heart, you will see it. Heart is the abode of you, the soul. The space, the sacred space where Atma resides, where you, the soul, resides. Just trust this definition. Go inward. Look at you. As you are watching, you can see movement in that light. It's shining brighter. As you keep watching, you can see that light slowly becoming bigger. The light expanding itself. There is an intensity about. There is strength in that light. It's deep and bright, golden in color. It is expanding, becoming bigger and bigger within your heart. And as it is becoming bigger, it's lighting up the inner space of your heart. Keep observing, keep feeling. It's your own light. Allow it to spread. It is spreading in concentric circles all around, like a sphere. Forward, backward, left, right, upward, downward. It's becoming brighter and bigger, and it is occupying the space of the heart now. As big as your heart, the size of your fist. It's bright and it is emitting light. That light is going down into your body, into your lower body, touching the lower parts of your lungs, your diaphragm, your stomach. Your hips, light going down, bright golden light. Keep imagining bright, golden, intense light. This is the highest light intensity possible. Be there and watch, experience, feel. Spreading across your hips, moving down your legs, to your thighs, your knees, your legs, calf muscles, ankle, your feet, soles, and your toes. Your whole of lower body is filled from within by this golden light. As you look up, you can see light spreading your upper parts of the body. Upper lungs, your shoulder, moving into your hands. Your elbow, arms, wrists, arms, and fingers. Light spreading upward into your neck, through the neck into your head, occupying the space within. Spreading through your brain and other parts of your head. Touching the roof of your head and within. Every cell, fiber, tissue in your body is immersed in this light, golden in color, bright and intense. It has an energy of its own, a knowingness of its own. Just feel this. Be there. As you sit there, you can see the light coming out of your body through each and every pore on your skin. Light is coming out, making you, the physical body, into a ball of light. Feel and imagine, visualize, see in your inner eye, see in your mind's eye. You sitting there as a ball of light. You can feel its vibration moving across yourself. Let us expand that light. Let us allow that light to spread to every part of your room where you are sitting. And see it moving out of your body as in waves, going in all directions. Your entire room is filled with this light, and it is pushing to go out into other parts of the home. Slowly spreading to each and every other room in your home. As it spreads, it touches your near and dear ones sitting in those rooms. As your light touches them, all of a sudden, they turn into golden light. And they feel your light, the light of love, peace, and calmness, light of affection and respect for them. The entire house is filled with this golden light. And as you watch it spreads and comes out of your home into your neighborhood, making your apartment turn golden light in color, golden in color and full of light. Your apartment standing apart from everything else as a golden tower. Your home from outside, when you look, it is emitting golden light. The light is spreading to every house in your area. I think people imagine a map and you can see your neighborhood becoming golden in color as you look from above, and it is spreading fast into your city. You can see the places that you visit in your city suddenly being touched by this light and turning golden and bright. Light is spreading to your district. You can see it in your map as it is spreading, going across and touching your state, moving in concentric circles. Going and touching every part of your country. Spreading and spreading fast. Pure, intense gold light. Light of compassion and wisdom. Going across the ocean, the continent, filling the entire world, the earth, our planet with this light. As you look from above, you can see the planet below you full of golden color. Stay there, observe it, watch it. You feel your presence now, wherever you are. And you see His presence as pure light. Enjoy your presence, enjoy this light. You're loving this presence. Your own light, bright, golden. Every second is valuable. So you feel your goodness, your purity in this light. Few more minutes, be there, soak in that energy, soak in that light. One more minute. Thirty seconds. Be in that light. Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Take your time. No hurry. Whenever you are ready, you can come back and clasping your hands. Keep it on your eyes for 5 seconds. Take your time. If you feel like sitting more, be there. In that energy, Give it yourself in that energy and enjoy the rest of the day. I'll get to see you